Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, August the 17th, 2026. I'm really happy with the number of views my last few videos have been getting. So I'm figured if I'm getting a little more popular, I might as well start doing more videos. Please like and subscribe. I don't have a lot of big following on my page, but hey, it would not hurt to have a few more following me. If not, oh well. Well, let's talk about today. And what we're going to talk about is nation of laws. Historically, we have probably one of the first real written laws that we know of is the Torah, the Jewish Torah, uh, Leviticus, Deuteronomy, and Numbers. The law set down by Moses, uh, including the Ten Commandments written by God. And these set a morality of the people, or for the people. I'm sure there was some kind of semblance of law, codes, doing quote unquote the right thing, stuff like that. But the Torah and the law of Moses is one of the very first written sets of laws that we have historically. Now, much of the world's penal code and their basic laws are all throughout the world is based on the book of the laws of Moses in some way, shape, or form. And it is classically known that in America, our laws originate from the laws of Moses. Now, I think I did a video on this, and I've done a couple of videos of similar nature to this, and we're going to we're going to expand on a bunch of this stuff and give you a different framework to it. The laws of Moses was there to create a moral framework for the Jewish people. They had been slaves to Egypt for over 400 years. Other than the obedience to their taskmasters, they had generations of nothing. So God needed to give his people a basis, a moral compass, the written right and wrong that they should adhere to. Now, Fast forward through history, um, Moses sets down the law, gives the law to the people, puts the law inside of the Ark of the Covenant. The people run around with the Ark of the Covenant for years and years. And then they start, using the Ark to take their promised land that God promised them. And here's the deal. Here's the nuts and bolts of all of it. Jesus came down, and one of the many things that he came down to do was to right the wrongs of the temple, because the law of Moses set a morality. The subsequent quote unquote traditions that the religious leaders brought forth were for subjugation, to keep them in power, to give them power. And they veiled it as extensions of the Mosaic Law. Well, if A and B in the Mosaic Law are punishable by stoning, then surely C and D should be, punishable by stoning. What it turned, instead of a law that's meant to point the people on the path of righteousness and godly morals, it was perverted into a power struggle and a political struggle, to where the people, couldn't win for losing. Now, let's fast forward this to the world and where I'm actually kind of going with this. We are a nation, and for the most part, a world of laws. There are very little parts of the world that are lawless. But let's use that word. That is the word of the day. Lawless. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, because of the Second Amendment of the Constitution, America has the largest freestanding civilian military in the world. But just like the military, we as the civilian military act within the rules of the country. You know, we pay our bills. We pay our taxes. We take care of our family. We do all the things and the stuff and the stuff and the things. What is the craziest part is why, with all the crazy that's going on in America, is there no upheaval? Really and truly, with the crazy stuff that's going on, I mean, they're not even hiding it anymore. Why are we not, you know, dumping tea in a harbor and, you know, stuff like that nowadays? Well, it is because of this tiny box that I have in my hand. In Rome, Caesar once quoted, "Give them circuses and give them bread, and they will never riot." Entertain the people. Are you not entertained? America, the land with nearly as many guns as there are people, are left subsequently almost neutered against the craziness going on in our government. We have fraud numbers that are actually rivaling our own country's debt ceiling. We have fraud. We have people that have committed fraud. We know the people. We have the receipts. And nobody's gone to jail. You know, people say, you know, one thing you don't do to a man is fuck with his money or fuck with his wife. Well, of the umpteen million men in this world, in this America, somebody's fucking with our money. And we ain't doing shit about it. Why? Because we're too busy fucking watching cat videos. And AI created, weird shit. We're watching the circus, guys. Or let's not even, go down that rabbit hole. Oh, we got football, basketball, baseball, soccer. We got coliseums all over America, full of games, built with our own taxpayer dollars, guys. We, the people, built those for our entertainment, to subjugate us, to pacify us. Don't worry about your money in the government. Go watch football. Don't worry about, gas prices are through the roof. Watch you some basketball. Don't worry about political refugees from another country seeking refugee statuses in our country and then subsequently creating enough fraud that they're literally shipping suitcases full of cash money overseas with enough money for they're buying Lambos and Ferraris and living in mansions because they're frauding the government. They've found the loopholes and they're taking advantage of it because they have refugee status. They have a built-in loophole. And yet, other than lawless persons, criminals are the only ones using weapons. They're using it against other people. They're using it to steal money. They're using it to target their enemies. They're using it to just be stupid. The world's largest standing civilian army pacified with cat videos. Epstein files are all out, guys. Not all of them, but so much of them that actually shows people eating babies. Celebrities eating babies. And yet, Hollywood is not burning. Because cat videos. Because it's football season. My team might go to the Super Bowl. Let's roll.